Jim, as you know, will be and is already a mountaineer and probably one of the most enthusiastic mountaineers. He comes to WVU from a very strong, significant university, Towson University, where he's worked for many years and has been in a lead position as provost. He is coming on the 30th of June effectively to start as president, as your 23rd president of WVU. We've worked together closely and seamlessly on an easy transition. And Jim, I welcome you as everybody here welcomes you. There are those challenges I mentioned, and there'll be others, and you will build on all the good work that has been done for many years. So please join me in giving a warm Mountaineer welcome to Jim Clements.
Thank you. I can tell you that is a great man. You have no idea how lucky this university is that he's been with us for the past year. We've had a chance to work hand in hand for the last 3 months, and it's been a seamless transition. But Peter has been a good friend and a good mentor, and he has done just a great job. Would you help me thank him again for what he has done? Peter has also pledged that he will continue to help in any way, shape, or form that he can. So, Peter, you know I will be calling you on occasion, and I hope you answer that call when I do call, and I know you will. This is an incredible turnout. I'm thrilled to be here. I have a couple people that I do want to thank. I think we should really thank, right in the beginning, Lionel Taylor, Steve Douglas, Kevin Barry, and Mike Petruski for putting this together. This is a great event. And a great place to have the event. And I got to tell you, Chris, I got chills when I watched that video. And that voice, a very special voice in that video. You and your team did a great job on that. So thank you for that. We do have a lot of people with us here today. Carolyn Long, I have to ask you to stand if you would, please. Carolyn, she's the chair of the Board of Governors. We also have several other members of the Board of Governors, the Alumni Association Board of Directors, and the WVU Foundation Board of Directors. Thank you for being with us today. And not just thank you for being with us today, but thank you for your dedication and service to this great university. I look forward to working with all of you for many, many, many years to come. Also do want to thank Congresswoman Shelley Moore Capito, who was here and did have to go. She would have loved to have stayed. But I also know that others have sent reps. Congressman Nick Rahal, Congressman Alan Mullahan, Senator Jay Rockefeller, Senator Byrd, Governor Joe Manchin, all have sent reps, and my friend Congressman Dutch Ruppersberger has sent some from his team from Maryland. So thank you all for being here. Mike mentioned that I used the word crazy when I said that the Mountaineers are crazy about their university, and it's true. You know what I'm talking about when I talk about Mountaineer pride because you have it. And I noticed it right away. As soon as I interviewed with the search committee, you could feel it. And it is very, very special. And there's a reason why you have that pride, and I have that pride. And there's a reason why you're crazy about this university. This is a great university. This is one of the great, true great American land-grant universities. And I can tell you, during the search process, I studied this university a lot. I studied everything I could, the health sciences, the research, the education, the athletics, and it all came back very, very good. We have a solid, solid institution. I can tell you in my 20 years at Towson University and with the system of Maryland, I watched WVU. I watched you play sports. I watched research. I knew all of the things, or many of the things, that were going on at this great university. And in Maryland, there are a lot of Mountaineer fans and friends. A lot of my friends have sent their children and their kids to school at WVU for a reason, because we provide a great education. And I can tell you that the Mountaineer alumni are unbelievably proud, unbelievably loyal, unlike anything, honestly, I have ever seen. I'll point out a couple of my friends here from Maryland. Scott Phillips is here, Michelle Hoffman, Gina and Dean Dubé, Bob Meinhardt. You can't find more dedicated people to this great university. They are pure gold and blue, without question. I can tell you during the presidential search process, I met a lot of people. I met a lot of students. I met a lot of faculty members, staff members, researchers, community people, alumni, and they really reinforced that people love West Virginia University. They're into it, and they're into it for a lot of good reasons. But one thing I've found, their enthusiasm and passion are absolutely contagious. Absolutely, completely contagious. There is no question. During the past 3 months, pretty much I didn't realize, but the minute I said yes, I would be more than thrilled to have the opportunity to come to West Virginia University. I didn't realize it was basically a full-time job at that moment. And it did become full-time. But you know what? I've loved every minute. And I've been back and forth to Morgantown a whole bunch of times. I've been to Charleston. I've been to Wheeling. I've been to D.C. a couple times. And all it has done is reinforce that I'm really happy to be a new Mountaineer. And I can promise you I'm going to do the very best I can. I can tell you in meetings with faculty and staff on the campus, you can't find a more committed or dedicated group. Committed to making a difference every single day. And I can tell you that they do. They absolutely, completely do. Look at the medical professions. We're literally saving lives. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. But also committed to the state, the great state of West Virginia. Committed to building the economy and strengthening the state as a whole. I can tell you that I did spend a couple days in Washington, D.C. I got to hang out with the congressional team and the senators team. And same thing, very dedicated to the university, very dedicated to the state, and I appreciate what they have done. They've done a lot for this great institution. You know, as I look around WVU, we have an alumni network that's global. It's just not West Virginia, it's just not D.C., it's just not Maryland, it's everywhere. And people keep WVU very close to their hearts, no matter where they live, no matter where they work, no matter where they travel. There is a true love for this institution, I think, like no other that I have seen. I want to brag a little bit, and anytime I'm given the microphone, I'm going to brag about our students, our faculty, and our staff. So I want to take just a minute to tell you a couple stories. I think that you will be impressed with what you hear. Now, if we had more time, I literally could tell you hundreds of examples of faculty members every single day making a positive difference, of staff members receiving national awards, of students doing great things in the community. I literally could go on and on and on. I'm going to pick a couple examples. One you already met, one of our shining stars, one that we probably all wish we could be like, and that is Emily Calandrelli. She's something very special, as you saw. She's actually interning this summer in Congressman Mullihan's office, but I can tell you, I don't think there's anybody in here that has won the kind of awards she has won. Not one award, not 2 awards, but 3. It's huge. Think about that, a Truman Scholar right here in our room, a Goldwater Scholar, and somebody who's on the All-USA Today first team, All-Academic American team. That's huge. Emily, that's a very big deal, and we're honored that you are a student at WVU. I think she's a perfect example of what really happens when you take a motivated student and put them on the campus at WVU. You put a student like that in the hands of great faculty members and staff members, good things are going to happen. I know when she arrived at WVU, I was told she was absolutely ready to learn, ready to achieve, but she's found some very good mentors that have guided her. And that's really what we're all about. It's helping people like Emily become very, very successful. She's found opportunities to do research. You heard a little bit about those opportunities. She's had opportunities to study abroad. And she's already, literally, at the age of probably 20 or 21, distinguished herself on a national stage. That makes us all incredibly proud. I'll give you a quote from the director of our Aspire program, Lisa DeFrank-Cole, who is with us today. Here's what she said about Emily. She's a delight to interact with. She has a wonderful personality, as you have seen. She has a keen intellect, and she's down to earth. She has made her WVU family very proud and will continue to do so for many years. Without question, you are right. She will do so. And her dreams are going to come true. Her vision for the future is going to come true, and don't be surprised one day when you see her up in the stars with NASA, because if anybody could do it, I think Emily could. So, Emily, congratulations on your successes. Let me tell you about a couple of our faculty members. And again, rarely will you see me when I'm not bragging about the work that they do. We literally, and I've studied this, we're stacked. We are stacked with great faculty members. Not 1 or 2, but dozens and dozens and dozens that are world respected. Some of the best in the entire world. There is no question we have an unbelievable set of faculty members. One with us today, Dr. Scott Remick. I want to brag about him just for a minute. He's an outstanding physician and researcher who leads West Virginia University's Mary Babb Randolph Cancer Center. This is a big deal. His vision and leadership are helping to grow West Virginia's premier cancer facility into a world-class center, integrating research and clinical care and offering cutting-edge treatment to his patients. He is literally one of the absolute best you can find anywhere in the world. The Cancer Center receives almost 30,000 patient visits every single year. But in reality, there's the potential that millions of people from around the world will one day benefit from the clinical trials that are taking place right now on our campus. The Cancer Center offers a dramatic example of what can happen at the university when we join forces with some very good friends and some very generous, kind, caring people who support our mission. As part of a historic $25 million gift, to West Virginia University, Joe and Ben Statler provided funds to launch Bonnie's Bus, a mobile digital mammography unit that travels across the state. To provide increased access and screening services to individuals in remote areas of the state, their funds have done a lot of other things. In a state with an aging population and high rates of cancer and other diseases, this is critical. These are the kind of things we should be doing. So together, we're making a difference. Dr. Remick, can you stand for a minute, please, and be recognized? One of the very best in the world, right there. And Joe and Ben Statler, could you also please stand and be recognized? Absolutely none of that would be possible without their help and support. So thank you for what you are doing. Let me tell you about one of our other star faculty members, Dr. Ruth Kirshner. Dr. Kirshner represents WVU's commitment to changing lives and expanding minds. She is an award-winning teacher and a health educator whose work reaches beyond the classroom, into the state, into the region, and literally across the globe. She's been instrumental to the success of our online program, graduate program, in school health, which is offered by the Department of Community Medicine. The program is the only one of its kind in West Virginia. The program uses technology to offer access to thousands of individuals, literally thousands of individuals that otherwise would not have access. What she does, she's a substance abuse educator. And in the last 4 years, she's educated and worked with more than 5,000 kids. That's a huge number. And as you know, many of the things going on in the world today, this is a great person doing great things. She offers seminars, dialogue, and frank, open, honest discussions on the campus and in the community. Like many of our faculty members, she's won a whole stack of awards. Recently, she was named Professor of the Year, given by the American Alliance for Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. Professor of the Year, that's a national award, and Professor of the Year honors given by the Faculty Merit Foundation of West Virginia. She is very dedicated to her students, a great mentor, inspires our students, and like many, she has a global impact. It's just not about West Virginia. It's just not about the East Coast. It's just not about the United States. She served as an international health mentor for students in Honduras, Tanzania, and Guatemala, to name just a few. But what is neat about Dr. Kirshner, she's an example of WVU's ability to attract the best educators who are dedicated to scholarship and mentorship. Dr. Kirshner, would you please stand and be recognized? She did not know I was going to do that. Again, 2 examples. We could go on, and you would be impressed by every single one of them. Let me tell you an example about one of our staff members. And again, we've got an unbelievably dedicated and committed staff. Few people at West Virginia University take their mentoring role as seriously as another person in attendance today, Dr. Tom Sloan, who is a Senior Associate Dean of Students. Tom spent more than 4 decades with our students and their families, sharing in their success, guiding them, assisting them in their most vulnerable moments. And as students, it doesn't take a lot for a student just to drop out of school. It could be financial, it could be something personal that happened. You need a guy like Tom there saying, we can get through this. You can be successful. We're not giving up. He appreciates that parents entrust WVU to care for their children and to help make sure those students are successful. And when students face serious problems, and they do at times, like fires in their apartments, injuries, personal crises, illness, and loss, Dr. Sloan is there. In fact, what I heard, he is always there for them. He is a kind and compassionate face of West Virginia University, and I've learned from students that they absolutely adore this man. Not just on the campus, but alumni around the world. Again, it's a global impact, literally around the world. He just returned from a trip to the Middle East, where he visited current and former students. He is what many of us would say a living example of WVU's promise to care for our students. Can I ask Dr. Sloan to please stand and be recognized? So I wasn't kidding when I said we're stacked with great people. It is true. Now, you know we have more than 170,000 alums out there. Very successful, very dedicated, Mike, very crazy to this, about this great university. I've had a chance over the last few months, I've had the honor and the chance to meet many truly outstanding Mountaineers, a lot in the Baltimore, Washington area, a lot when I traveled back to West Virginia. I want to point out just one who has already become a good friend. He's a member of the Worldwide Alumni Network, Alan Zuccari, who is president and CEO of Hamilton Insurance Agency and a graduate of the WVU Political Science program. In 1982, Alan actually bought a small independent agency. It was small, but you know he was bold. He made a step out and he purchased an agency. He has grown this and grown this and grown this. It's now the 55th largest in the entire country. For more than 25 years, Hamilton Insurance Agency has provided premier insurance brokerage, risk management, and benefits administrative services to some of the nation's largest healthcare providers. And like many WVU people, he's won numerous awards. Too many to probably list, but I'm going to list a few of them. Health Facilities Man of the Year, that's a big deal. Outstanding Business Member of the Year, and the prestigious Golden Eagle Award 3 straight years. Alan is a champion for his industry, but more importantly to me and for us, he's a champion for the university. He is purely dedicated and, like the rest of you, excited about what's going on at the university. Alan and his wife Lisa are supporters of the Mountaineer Athletic Council, and Alan represents what alumni bring to WVU, not only resources to help us be successful, but pride for their education that they received at this great university. He's also helping us recruit a new generation of Mountaineers, and we want to make sure they keep coming. And we're lucky to have 2 from the Zuccari family, one currently at the institution and one on his way. His son Jason Zuccari is the president of the student body at the institution, and another son, Jarrett, will join us in the fall. Can I ask that the Zuccaris to please stand and be recognized? Jason, that includes you. These are good people. All the people that I just mentioned, great people, and they represent, you know, different facets of a great university, from faculty to staff to students to alum, that are all connected, literally making a difference every single day, changing lives, not only in West Virginia but across the world. It's clear to me that I think people really understand the mission of the institution. We're entrusted to make a difference every single day, a positive difference. These are some examples of people that are doing that in West Virginia, in Washington, and around the globe. As president, I have a job to do, right? It's to help people like these get the resources they need. It's to help set a leadership tone. It's to help set a strategic vision. It's to help form partnerships that will help the university be successful. We will become a premier partner within West Virginia, around the country, and around the world. Over the coming years, as Peter said, Peter, you listed some challenges for us. We're ready. You listed them very nicely. I think you're right on the mark with what you said. In the coming years, we will increase our research efforts. I think we have to, and I think we have a team in place that can do it. We will become a national leader. We will become an international leader in energy, in biometrics, in the health sciences, in education, and in other fields. We will be recognized for what we're doing. We will leverage ourselves with top-notch, cutting-edge technology, and we will find ways to use that technology to be more effective, to drive change, and to drive progress. I'm very proud about what we do in the health sciences. We will continue to do that. We're going to bring a new chancellor in and move that forward, but one thing that we will continue to do absolutely is the outreach that we do across the state. It is very important that we do it. Peter, you mentioned student support services. We'll make sure that the students that come our way are successful. We'll work on increasing scholarship and financial aid programs and to make sure that every student that goes through our great academic programs is successful. Peter, we will work on diversity. We will increase our diversity. And I can tell you, as we work in a global environment, we're going to reach across the globe to work on diversity and to make sure that our students jump on those new opportunities that exist. We will be focused, we will be disciplined, and we will work hard in everything that we do. Let me end by saying this. We are honestly a great American university. We need to believe it. We need to keep saying it because it is absolutely true. And we do have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to advance society through teaching, through research, through service, and through outreach. We've done it for 142 years, and we're going to keep right on doing it. I'm so honored. You have no idea that I've been given this opportunity to come to a great university. It is a dream come true for me. My family is honored. We can't wait to get to Morgantown. We're thrilled to be the newest Mountaineers, and I think really together, not only the university, but all of you in this room can really make WVU a university that others look to for advice and guidance. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you.